Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. I'm your host, DesertFox. It's now time for episode 8 of the Transport Fever 2 Rust Belt version 2. We are taking a bit of a wide angle look here what we did last time. We kind of set up the nice little interchange here. The little triangle interchange or whatever you want to call that. Actually, I'm looking at it from the optical angle up here, like from the Skycam. It is actually kind of pretty, kind of nice. And that whole area is actually kind of nice and it's kind of bedding in. It's been a few days since that last recording I did, and I've been looking at some ideas. And I think I just want to get a couple of to-dos off of the list. The first one being that I know we had the Cincinnati, Dayton, Toledo, and to Detroit from Louisville, so the Detroit-Louisville line. We have that to finish. And then we have Evansville and Owensboro to hook up, and then Decatur and St. Louis. So we have a bunch of passenger routes that need to get done. So I'm just kind of optically looking at this from process of in the order of easiest to most complicated, and the most simple one to put in to start us off with today is going to be the Evansville line and the Owensboro line. So we're going to actually put these in today, and we're just going to bang this right into Indianapolis. I am fine with it being one track because I don't really think there is much happening out here right now. No, there's not. So we'll just do this. And we're going to take a nice little jump through the countryside. The southern Indiana countryside. Ooh, there's a road there I didn't delete. Yeah, we're going to pass the steel mill. I'm going to set this section up for when we do... And we can also do a branch line of Louisville to Evansville, too. We don't have to just do Indianapolis. Oh, I wonder if I could bring it in. It won't be exactly the same, but I wonder if I could bring it in. Uh-oh, you're stuttering. You don't like this. And just what, make that a super, like, high intensity. Come on, zoom in. Don't make the people sick. Zoom in. Actually, I think I like that a lot. And then we'll smooth that out with some smoothing gun action. And we'll pause so we don't crash the game. Oh yeah, no matter what, I think we're at that point where I'm just running so many mods on the computer, it's just causing it to... Just clean that up a little bit more. All right, and then from there, I think we just need to plop in a signal. And then, so it can get onto that track, right? It can get onto this one. So then from right here, boom. Oh, that's going to get busy. Oh, yeah, I intended on it too. And then, what do we... Ooh, God. I am so sorry. My scroll wheel is beginning to fail. And so, it's... she's not as healthy as she once was. She's either incredibly dirty or there is something wrong with her. Yeah, this is the weird one where... yeah. But since this is just a local service, Boom. All right. New line from Indianapolis, and I want you on 3. This is probably going to become the busiest section in one of the busiest sections in the entire map. Like, I know that New York will be busy, Chicago will be busy, because like they're Chicago and like the northern end of the state will be continuously blossoming for the rest of the game. But like from an actual perspective of what's going on here, of how much traffic and volume will be going through here, we're gonna put a lot through that section of infrastructure. I mean, there's one train. There's already one train, 2 trains, 3, 4. What is it? 3 different trains are gonna be riding through here right now. And I'm potentially adding a 4th. It's a lot of locomotives. Now, is that hooked up to their town? Yes. It is, but it could be better. So we will do it very simple. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with this. Check the station. Connectivity should be better. Slightly. Not as good as it should be. I can live with it. I just want more. Nice and clean. We're going to cut right through here. Oh, and the buses get the green line. Yeah, of course. I know I can change it. I just wanted something to complain about. Now I'm going to have somebody in the comments saying, I go to Evansville and their buses are in fact green, so Desert, you're wrong, you know. And just let me have my joke. Alright. Both bus routes are in. Road Depot. Smack that right there. Bus. Bus. Done. Now, this train station needs operation. So, are we really going to go all the way up north for that train? Yeah. Yeah, we can buy it from up here. And they can make it down there. Alright. Well, then screw it. We're going to do it. What are we going to use? Steam? Check the steams. Nickel plate would be the correct area, I think, for this. That's Kentucky, Southern Illinois area, Southern Indiana. I think that's nickel plate. So I'm looking for nickel plate. And yes, previous games, I haven't necessarily been so strong on making sure that these things are a little bit more accurate. But I am a big fan of rail history, and oh, it might be Ill Central. Yeah, that might be Illinois Central is what we're gonna have to run there, or the Rock Island. I ain't even gonna lie, those Rock Islands look nice, and Rock Island I don't think ran in Indiana down there by Evansville, but I am going to take the shot. And just assume. And if I'm wrong and I get murdered and masqueraded in the comments, well, at least I tried. 117 mile an hour. We're going to grab these pretty little ladies. We're going to put boom, pop, 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 pop. No, it needs to be about 5, yeah. Because that station in Indianapolis, you're only going to be able really to put about 5. She should be rolling. I love seeing that. All the trains, everything rolling. The network is flourishing. All right, and at first, I'm not gonna lie to you, I did not like this like weird T intersection thing, like with the cross and the T. And off camera, it was giving me some fucking headaches. Sorry to swear, but it was giving me some headaches. So I had to redesign some small stuff down here to readjust. It's just because of the big boys being so actually big that yeah, it kind of causes some minor issues. Now, as far as Owensboro is concerned, the second destination today we have. Now, like before, I went ahead, and I have gone ahead and kind of terrain modified everything. But you know what? I think I like this more. Now that I've sat here and kind of did it all, I'm looking at that, and I like that more. We're going to disconnect that. Oh, yeah, we're going to make all of these people mad. Remember, we're disconnecting the roads between the towns. Why? Because the traffic in this game is horrendous. It is not like in City Skylines. It is not like in other city builders. The traffic in this game will become absolutely horrendous in the cities themselves. I don't want to deal with, and I'm already running like 220 mods. I do not want to deal with episode 10 of this recording series being so chuggy and so slow it's unplayable. Like normally, I record a lot of this with the game on 3-speed. A lot of the time. And I know like I'm pulling the wall back a little bit here. But yeah, I usually record this in 3. Like at the game's 3-speed. I don't normally play. And then I'll just play it, let it run in normal. But yeah, no, I hardly almost ever do that. So this is, for me as a series, this is a bit odd. I like that bridge. No tunnels. I'm also going to limit myself to tunnels because in Indiana, or in the Midwest, a lot of the terrain is like, it's hilly, but it's not like we need ginormous European style under the mountain tunnels. Like that's really like a more mountainous area type deal than say us in this neck of the woods. There's nothing wrong with it. I get it. You know, some people might not like that comment, but I mean, we're going to call this Louisville, Owensboro branch. I should have named the other one a branch, or designated it a branch. Branch. I'm going to branch and express are the way, and our local branch and express, I guess. So. And I'm fine with that. That's whatever. It's going to be a pretty awful train. And just hopefully for connectivity purposes, it allows me to do that. That way I can go back to the depot up north in Chicago and send that bad boy on its way. Now, what will that be? What did you just use? Rock Island? You should technically use another Rock Island. Really? Yeah, you should. Alright, so it's the Rock Islands today. But this one, since it's only going to a much smaller town, you can get away with probably 3 cars. Yeah, you're not going to need a whole lot. It's not going to be an over-the-top, highly lucrative route. It's also not one I'm going to put a whole lot into. Should make it. There we go. Boom. Everyone's favorite part. Let's take a look at these Rock Islands. Oh, I like that red. I like the way those look. Hello, ladies. Welcome to the party. Oh. All right. Now, let's do a time check here. So I'm going to take a couple minutes here, let that kind of bed in. So now we take a look at what we actually have going on here. So technically, in terms of passenger routes, Milwaukee, Chicago, Lafayette, in Louisville, Evansville, Owensboro, Cincinnati, Fort Wayne, South Bend, Grand Rapids, Detroit are all connected by passenger. So that is our if you look at it from the ISO, from the top-down view, our passenger service routes run boom to Detroit, to South. We have a little spur up to Grand Rapids. Then we have this main line that kind of saunters its way down to Louisville, and then we have this little junction here for the 2 branch lines, and for the other main line, the southern part of this main line. Oh, we actually have another town we can hook up, Huntington. All right, well, we can do that in a different episode. Louisville to Cincinnati, and then we're going to curl up this way to Dayton, and then we'll probably put a bridge in over that line, and then kind of come in right there. And then we will start hooking up a bunch of these for freight. A bunch of these, like, little businesses right here, and all this and all that. Like, eventually they're going to be hooked up. I'm going to try to hook up as many of them as I can. And whether it's, I might have to start using trucks just to limit the rail line usage. Otherwise, I'm going to have 5-track super highways everywhere. And that's what you want. That's what you're going to get. But I'm trying to think of this logically, and I already know, like, some of this is already semi not logical because, like, this is not optimized or whatever, this whole area. But from an aesthetically pleasing point of view, like, that makes a lot of sense. Like this central main line here, and then going east, we can go even do a spur down to Huntington and whatever to go down to Washington or whatever. Or go straight to Parkersburg or whatever. We have a bunch of to Pittsburgh. Yeah, like we haven't even hooked up Pittsburgh yet. And that's supposed to be the steel tycoon of the whole fucking area. So Pittsburgh, Cleveland, to Gary, Chicago, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, I'm happy with this. What else? Is there one more thing we want to do today? One more thing. Anything else? If you can get your scroll wheel to stop acting up. Well, you were looking at these. Yes, I was. So you know what we'll do? We'll just set these in for future expansion. 1 track. We don't need these super big. It could be on the ground. Yeah, and I'm going to try something a little different here. What I'm going to do is now take that track, run it to that one. No bridge, no tunnel, none of that crap. We're going to plop that in, right? So now we have a nice little thing. We know those are coming from there. Well, then why don't you just run them to there? And not even touch that. Because that's the big boy line. And if you touch the big boy line, you are... You're playing with fire, my friend. 2 tracks. This one can be a big station. Also, you're going to need to flatten that out. Alright, we'll just smooth that nicely. And then we'll set that line up. call that Milwaukee Planks Co. Tools Delivery. Now, I don't think this will work the way I want it to, because eventually what's going to happen is they're going to drop the planks off to make these tools, right? And then these tools are just going to kind of stay here. But what I can also do, because we need to get it to that freight station. I see. Oh, that's ugly. All right, so that's going to take a little bit of a redesign. But either way, so we have some of this plopped in now, some like freight framework, kind of secondary trackage kind of thing going. So yeah, I'm going to leave you guys here with this. Please, smash that like button, destroy that subscribe, obliterate that bell icon. My goal right now is to get to about 500 subscribers. They changed the monetization plan, so instead of 1,000 with 4,000 watch hours in a year, it's 500 with 3,000, which is incredibly more obtainable. And I thank every single one of you so far that has hit that subscribe button and has stuck around with me. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. I will see you back here on Thursday. Yes, I will make sure there is a Thursday episode. I promise you have my word. If not, I will give you a freaking double length. A full double length. 1 hour. If I don't. But anyway, take care, guys. Have a beautiful day. Enjoy your week. And I'll see you back here next time.